Welcome to our Financial Insights channel where we dive into the world of currency and investment. Today, we're focusing on a topic that's been generating a lot of buzz: the Iraqi dinar. The Council of Ministers takes a number of service, economic and banking decisions. The 19th of March 2024. The Council of Ministers takes a number of service, economic and banking decisions. Information. Baghdad, a broken bar. During its regular session, Tuesday, the Council of Ministers issued a number of decisions, including approving the controls for regulating the dealings of beneficiary entities with letters of guarantee issued in their favor, obliging the Ministry of Finance to pay the Iraqi trade bank's dues owed to the Kurdistan region, and other service and economic decisions. The Prime Minister's media office stated in a statement received by Al-Malama, that Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani chaired, today, Tuesday, the 12th regular session of the Council of Ministers, in which the general situation in the country was discussed, and the most important service and economic files were reviewed and discussed on the topics on the agenda and take the necessary decisions thereon. He stated that in the field of energy, the Council voted on the following: 1. Approval to authorize the Minister of Finance, or whomever she authorizes, to sign with the relevant authorities an amendment to the loan agreement for financing the 400 kV Babylon Station Rehabilitation Project, which is financed by the Swedish loan with JPM Bank. 2. Approval of the financing terms for the loan according to the Ministry of Finance's letter dated February 25, 2024. He added that based on the government's priorities, which focused on administrative reform, the Council voted on the following: 1. Approval of the controls regulating the dealings of beneficiary entities with letters of guarantee issued in their favor, taking into account the observations of the Ministerial Council for the Economy confirmed by its letter dated January 14, 2024, amending Article 17 of the aforementioned controls, according to what was stated in the Department's Memorandum, Legal of the General Secretariat of the Council of Ministers, dated March 14, 2023. 2. Agreeing to accept a certified instrument or a letter of guarantee, taking into account the period of validity of the certified instrument, and the beneficiary party must renew it before it runs out until the need no longer exists, in accordance with the rules. He continued that, within the path of financial and banking reform, the Council issued a decision obliging the Federal Ministry of Finance to pay the dues of the Trade Bank of Iraq, TBI, due from the Kurdistan region of Iraq, in annual monthly installments for the years 2023, 2024, at a rate of 636 billion dinars for each year, deducted from the allocations. The region for the year 2024, to be deducted later. He explained that the session witnessed the approval of recommendations regarding settlement procedures for foreign claims, in accordance with Cabinet Resolutions 28 of 2014 and 48 of 2018, as follows. 1. Make an amendment to paragraphs 1 and 2 of Cabinet Resolution 28 of 2014 as follows. A. Amending paragraph 1, to become, authorizing ministries and entities not affiliated with a ministry with the authority to negotiate with creditor companies that have a final court ruling, and which have seized the funds of Iraqi government institutions abroad, or have not seized in their consensual settlement, at a rate less than the principal of the debt without interest. It is given preference in contracting with state departments in one of the government projects or contracts in exchange for the creditor party dropping the entire amount of the debt and its interests, and invalidating the lawsuit filed. B. Amending paragraph 2, to read, negotiating and negotiating committees shall be conducted by the relevant authorities under the supervision of the Ministry of Justice. It is exclusively responsible for following up on foreign lawsuits, and each case is presented individually to the Council of Ministers for approval. C. Continued implementation of Cabinet Resolution No. 48 of 2018. 2. Taking into consideration the opinion of the Legal Department in the General Secretariat of the Council of Ministers. The statement stated that the session included approval of the following: First, cancellation of the recommendations of the 6th meeting of the Chinese Framework Agreement issued by Cabinet Resolution 24006 of 2024. Second, cancellation of the Council of Ministers Decision 24059 of 2024, regarding the completion of the new Nasiriyah warehouse and model school buildings, funded by the Chinese agreement. Third, approving the projects approved by Cabinet Resolution 24130 of 2023, with an annual allocation of 7,059 billion dinars, instead of 7,137 billion dinars, signed by the committee. He added that the following was voted on during the session. 1. Deletion of the project, constructing an international stadium in the center of Nineveh Governorate at a cost of 22,813,000,000 dinars, based on the technical reports issued by the Advisory Office, affiliated with the College of Engineering at Al-Mustansiriyah University, which includes the recommendation to completely remove the structure with the foundations, as well as the recommendation of the advisory body, advisor to the Governor for Technical Affairs, adopting the opinion of the Advisory Office of Al-Mustansiriyah University, to demolish and completely remove the foundations, taking into account the amounts spent on the aforementioned project and the amounts of work completion, and transferring the amounts of the deposits to the project account after its deletion, according to the controls and instructions issued by the Ministry of Planning. 2. Considering the request to include the project to establish the Nineveh Central Stadium with a closed sports hall on the right side of Mosul in a turnkey manner, within the Governorate's projects for the year 2023, amended Schedule E, specified in the Federal General Budget Law 13 of 2023, for a total amount of 36,200,000,000 dinars, after completing all relevant listing requirements. 3. Nineveh Governorate bears full responsibility for the truth and accuracy of the information submitted to the Ministry of Planning. The Media Office statement continued that with regard to the contract concluded with the Turkish company Tarmash for the school buildings project, the Council issued a decision approving the acceptance of the letter of guarantee previously submitted to the Ministry of Industry and Minerals, for the same contract outside the electronic platform for the letter of guarantee, until the company has financial liquidity that enables it to return letter of guarantee, within the electronic platform. He explained that the Council issued a decision approving the Ministry of Finance's contract with the Scientific Consulting Office at the Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research, University of Baghdad, College of Science, to complete the system for modernizing public financial management systems, IFMIS, as an exception to the instructions for implementing government contracts, 2 of 2014. He warned that the sale of residential plots of land starting from the property number 45,373 to 49,551 AD/21 Haydariyah, has been approved for sale, amounting to 4,176 plots, separated from the area of the other two plots of land numbered 42,062-1 and 42,063-1, District 21, Haydariyah, to the employees of the General Secretariat of the Holy Shrine of Hussein, as an exception to the public bidding procedures, and based on the provisions of the Law on the Sale and Rent of State Funds No. 21, of 2013, as amended, and replacing it with a lottery system, according to the controls of those who are not beneficiaries of Council of Ministers Resolution 20 of 2019, taking into account Articles 4 and 15/1/A, of the aforementioned Law on the Sale and Lease of State Funds. He pointed out that, within the framework of organizing union work, the recommendation of the Ministerial Council for Human Development, 24004b, for the year 2024 was approved, which includes obligating the Engineers Syndicate to address the issue of registering engineering colleges and departments and accrediting them with the Engineers Syndicate. He also stated that the Council agreed to authorize the Director General of the General Tax Authority to negotiate and initially draft agreement to avoid double taxation and prevent evasion of taxes imposed on income and capital between the Government of the Republic of Iraq and the Government of the Republic of Latvia, based on the provisions of the Constitution, and to authorize the Minister of Finance has the authority to negotiate and final sign the above project. The statement concluded by referring to the Council of Ministers session that also witnessed the approval of the draft law on the Republic of Iraq's ratification of the Air Services Agreement between the Government of the Republic of Iraq and the Government of the Republic of Azerbaijan, and its referral to the House of Representatives, based on the provisions of the Constitution. That's it for today's video. If you found this information helpful, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more financial insights. Until next time, keep your investments smart and your future brighter. Thioe.